to see what happens. They're not going to put in the energy. If you're not leading the crowd, if you're not leading the people to go help, try to find your kid, they're not going to get up and help you out. They'll do vigils. They'll pray. But you're not going to see them. You're not going to see them go out there and try to find this kid. Not the way that's going on right now. You'll see content creators. You'll see the media out there in the house, outside the house, filming and all that, and that's their prerogative. Do you? But they're not going to be out there going, here I am, boots on the ground, y'all, doing my thing. Think I got bit by a tick. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see that, y'all. Okay? You're not. And that's the other thing, too, Rachel Mills. Yeah, on YouTube. They didn't say, or they said that they haven't even shown up to the vigils. The most recent ones, at least. When the news came out that she got caught lying, they stopped showing up. So like I said, this lawyer is just talking out his butt. But okay, this is what he's here for. Let's take a listen.
But there was a conviction for child cruelty, which Jake is not running from. He's not hiding from his record. It's publicly available information.
Records show Haro had a 2023 conviction for willful child cruelty from a felony complaint filed in Banning in 2018 that lists him as a co-defendant with his then-wife Vanessa. Hughes represented him in that case.
There is no nexus between that case and this case here, and he should not be judged based on his past.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, he should be. So the lawyer said, just for you guys on TikTok.
Guys, make sure to hit the like.
The lawyer just said, what he's done in the past, the willful child cruelty, has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Right. Okay.
And that these two are not connected. Yes, they are.
If you're out here abusing kids, I think it's connected. Just saying.
They're connected. You got one kid, 10-week-old girl, and the things that him and his then wife did to this little girl is appalling. And then you look at what happened to Emmanuel, and there's no connection. Okay, this is the worst lawyer in the history of lawyers.
Hughes says he's a good father and loves his 2 children with Rebecca. Social workers did remove a 2-year-old from the couple's Cabazon home. This after they say they confronted Emmanuel's mother with inconsistencies in her account of what happened, and they have not ruled out anyone's involvement.
Not one thing has been cited as an inconsistency. Law enforcement is being extremely tight-lipped about the situation.
Hughes says
He says
Probably,
that the police have been tight-lipped about this whole situation when they haven't been. Let's be real. Do you think that cops are gonna lie about a missing child case? Come on, y'all.
they are both willing to talk to detectives and have handed over their vehicles, cell phones, and passwords and allowed detectives with cadaver dogs into their homes.
They've searched the home, they've cut holes in the ground in the home, they've dug holes in the backyard. They've done everything. Nothing's been found.
I want to make this abundantly clear. This confirms
Guys,
that
make
they
sure to hit that
dug
like.
in the backyard. They were cutting holes in the house to try to find this kid.
Good. At least they're
So
trying.
all the stuff that we've been hearing,
Better
like,
than what happened with Summer
they
Wells.
haven't been
So
digging in the backyard or anything
she's
like
still
that.
missing. Nobody ever did shit like this for her.
They have. They cut holes in the floors. They dug in the backyard. So that is proof right now. I know that's been going like back and forth all over social media. Have they? Haven't they? Etc. Right? Here's the other thing too. They're not out on the lam. They haven't ran. Okay, that's the other thing I want to make abundantly clear. They didn't run. They haven't ran anywhere. All right? They are right in their town. They might be staying at their Gam's house or something like that, but they have not run, okay? Just so you know. as well.
What's up, Tia?
So police are doing everything they can right now. And the reason why they're conducting it in this way is because they believe that these two know exactly where this kid is.
His attorney says that detectives showed the couple some security video that was taken from a liquor store across the street of when Rebecca says the baby was taken from her vehicle.
Something falls, gets back up. That seems to corroborate exactly what Rebecca's story was in the beginning.
No, not that she fell.
Do you hear what he just said? It's the
Because
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Punched.
So
Not
they
that she
confirmed that
fell.
police went over to
Damn,
the
I got a
couple
mosquito bite right
footage.
on my tattoo.
Okay.
Right here.
with actual footage,
It's
surveillance
right
footage
under.
of her across the street, from across the street. And apparently, she fell in the video. And the first thing this mother lover says is, oh, well, if something falls and it gets back up, it seems like it really corroborates her story that she said in the beginning. No, it doesn't. Where is the guy that walks up and says hola? Where is him knocking her out, grabbing the baby, and running away? Those things are massively important. Just because she fell on the floor or on the ground does not mean that this is true.
I don't know.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay? Where's the hola
I
guy?
think
Where
it
is
has to do with the
act of the
LGBTQ
kid being
community.
taken out of the car and ran off? Where's the dirty diaper? Right? Where are the other bruises on her body? Because if she fell like a sack of rocks, there'd be bruises on her
Bro,
body
come
for
on.
sure.
Be an
Where are
adult.
those? They're not there. Because this story is not true. But this lawyer is pulling things
Hang on, guys.
out
One
his
sec.
ass. For what reason? I don't know. In fact, if he doesn't represent Rebecca, he shouldn't even be answering that mother-loving question in the
changing
first
my
doggone
shirt.
place.
You guys are
Should he? Why are you suddenly acting like you an expert in this situation?
I only wore it.
I feel like this is a guy who wanted to get an opportunity because this is a high-profile case. He's getting his name out there. And like I said before, somebody else is out there eating a chicken chalupa right now as we speak, watching this going, oh yeah, I need to call that dude. Yeah, man. He takes care. He takes care of the criminals.
No, we're good.
He's a Better Call Saul. Really.
Okay.
He's a Better Call Saul. In a
It
purple
does.
suit.
Think the surveillance video
Yeah.
is going to play a big role in this?
Defense attorney Lou
I
Shapiro,
wasn't even
who is
thinking
not
about it.
involved
I
in this
just wanted
case,
to
says
put it
the sheriff's
outside,
department
not
is
really
keeping
inside.
all their options open by now calling this a critical
Do we actually
missing
help me
child
realize?
case instead of a kidnapping.
What's unusual, though, is it's very rare, especially these days, for a random person to go and snatch a child from parents. And I think that's what's troubling law enforcement here.
Let me make this abundantly clear. They said law enforcement is treating this as a critical missing persons case, not a taking situation. That is a huge deal, guys. That is a huge deal. It went from where is this kid? He was taken by some evil outside force, right? And now it's a no, he wasn't taken by some outside force. He's just missing. So now we're treating it like a disappearance rather than a taking situation. And that's exactly how they're conducting it. That's why they're cutting out holes in the floor. That's why they're digging out the backyard. That's why you had cadaver dogs going all up in that mug. Because they feel that whatever happened to this kid happened inside that house. And possibly in the father's car.
Damn, that's brutal.
They would not be, let me tell you, they would not be handling it and conducting their investigation this way if this kid was taken.
Hang on one sec.
They would not.
The department says they are even aware of a tip that the baby was spotted in Kern County. something Hughes would like them to keep investigating, and hopes the public will step up to help.
Jake wants answers. Rebecca wants answers.
No, they don't. They don't need answers because they know exactly where this kid is. They know exactly what they did to this kid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you instantly hear police come out and say there's inconsistencies in their story, things don't make any sense. She's not telling us anything. As soon as we challenged any of those questions, she pushed back with all this stuff. I mean, come on now. Come on now. That's all I need. Police aren't dumb. I mean, you know, they can be imperfect sometimes. Okay, they can be imperfect a lot of times. But in a situation like this, where it's very unique. You really think that they're going to fumble this ball? This is the reason why they're taking so much time. That's what I truly think. I think they're taking so much time to really make sure they have everything stitched together, because if they miss one step, if they mess up one little thing, this whole case could just blow up in their face, and they don't want that. They're taking their time to make sure they got everything they need. But you got to remember, there are probably surveillance cameras showing her drive from the football game to Big Five. I'm sure they are gathering so much surveillance footage from August 3rd all the way to August 14th when he went missing. I guarantee you they're doing so much research, combing through hours and hours and gigabyte after gigabyte of surveillance footage to make sure that they got this woman or they got these two. Because you can't tell me that they weren't caught on film driving at some random night in some random direction that they don't normally drive to. I hate to say it like that. I hate to think that this kid is not going to make it, right? I don't like that. But that's a reality that we have to take now. Now, this lawyer is out here saying, oh, yeah, you know, we've been trying to reach out. He said this on Ashley Banfield. He said, we're trying. We've tried. We want to cooperate. Or Jake wants to cooperate. He really, really does. He wants to. He said earlier in other interviews, oh, they are cooperating. That's not true. That's not
Why,
true.
babe?
Because here's the thing. Police came out with a statement today, which was fantastic. It was about damn time. It was way overdue. Long overdue. But something in this statement that they came out with really says something, which means follow the bouncing ball. The lawyer, see what I did there? The lawyer lied through his teeth.
What are you talking
That's it.
about? Like a smoke
Because he said, oh yeah, we reached out. I was trying to get them to get together. I was
Yep,
trying
and
to
check smoke, just in
have
case.
police talk to Jake, but they didn't
Yeah.
want to talk to him.
And gasoline.
Oh, for real, though.
Gasoline also.
So then they come out with this statement saying this. We know the community is deeply concerned about this case, and we will continue to provide information to the extent it does not jeopardize the investigation. Our investigators have followed up on the reported sightings of 7-month-old Emmanuel Otto, but he has not yet been located. So the place in Bakersfield, the other place in Cairo or whatever the heck it was, right, where they're like, possible sighting, right? All BS. It was all waste. It was a fugazi. Okay, it was a waste of time. All right, Emmanuel's still nowhere to be found, still to this day. Okay, moving on. While Emmanuel's father has retained an attorney, if the parents choose to work with detectives, we welcome their cooperation as we continue efforts to locate Emmanuel. What does that say to you guys? It does not mean that this lawyer really reached out to the cops and said, yeah, we're willing to cooperate. Sorry, but not sorry. It means that they're lying. And this lawyer's out here trying to save face. Trying to save face for Jake, because Jake's too concerned about his reputation rather than actually looking for his son. Let me say that again. He is more concerned about his reputation than actually looking for his son. I don't give a damn. If my kids were missing or something like that, if it was a kid, Emmanuel was my kid, and people are sitting there going, oh, you're nothing, you're nothing. I don't care. I'll stand right there and go keep saying it to my face, bro. Because you know what is going to happen? Nothing is going to stop me from finding my kid if I didn't have anything to do with it. Nothing is going to stop me getting my child. You stand in my way, I'm running right through you. Do you understand? Say whatever the hell you want to say. I'm trying to find my kid. And when I do find my kid, y'all will all shut the hell up.
Facts.
And I will stand there vindicated.
Yeah.
And then I'll get all the apologies. I'll wait. You will kiss the freaking ring. Do you understand? I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. But they're holed up in their house. Not giving two damns. Except trying to throw blame on the police when the police are clearly doing the most, y'all, by cutting out holes in the floors and in the walls in their homes, digging out the backyard, bringing in cadaver dogs and everything. Are you kidding me? They're not doing nothing? Come on now. Shut up. Take several seats. All right? We're also aware, continuing on, we are also aware of the fire reported, which we already said that they said they don't know, they believe it's not related, but they're deep diving into this, okay? They're going to look into it, and they're still in contact with the fire investigators as far as that fire across the street. But then they say Emmanuel continues to be the main focus of this investigation, and we will continue our efforts to locate him, which is fantastic, right? They're still doing their damn job. But what's funny is, this is the statement that they put out, and then later on today, guess what? That's when we see Rebecca out here having conversations with them again. Just so you know. Because now, they're like, oh, okay, well, we got to show up now. Because they just put it out again. They just put out, okay, if you want to cooperate, because you weren't cooperating before. So now they're trying to save face. Her showing up and doing that conversation with police, hopefully she told the truth. Maybe she did. Well, she probably didn't, okay? But they did it for optics, y'all. It's optics. Think about that for a second. It's optics, baby. That's all. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy, right? We got something else here. Hold on.
What's up, Jay?
Hold on. I need to pull this up here because there's something going on, or just came out, so I just want to grab it. It has to do with the case, of course, but I just want to grab that really quick. And of course, there's an ad, and I'm kind of curious as to what this is. Wait, so warrants for Emmanuel's parents' phone issued. Oh, okay. Well, I already saw this. We already know about this. Yeah, the parents' car, Jake's car was seized. They took all their phones, their laptops, their iPads, any electronics that they had. Okay, they took all of that stuff, which obviously is a very, very big deal. Okay, but there is something here that I do want to share with you guys that I was myself trying to figure out how to talk to you guys about it. And this has to do with Jake from State Farm. There is something here that is really aggravating me. And this kind of stuff gets me emotional because I get emotional when it comes to kids. All right, it really does. I really do. Kids don't do anything. They didn't do anything. They didn't deserve. They didn't do anything to deserve any type of cruelty or anything like that. They're innocent. They're beautiful. They have their whole lives ahead of them, all that stuff. But one thing about this one, I really was struggling to, I was really struggling to talk to you guys about this. Hold on, I'm sorry. The thing just kind of freaked out on me. So, actually, hold on. Let me just do this. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix something. Now, it's a post that I put up on Facebook several hours ago, but I do want to share and show you guys this, and it's a tough one. Okay, sorry, I gotta pull some things up here real quick. Sorry. All right, and this all has to do with Jake. Okay? Now, we've talked about this before. The story of Jake and why he was in prison for at least 6 months. And why he is looking at a probation violation because he had a weapon on him when he was on a 48-month probation period. Okay?
So what's everybody up to?
Now, I do...
Nobody's talking in chat.
I do want to share this picture. Hold on, I'm just pulling something over so I can read this. Because I feel like that's the best way I'm going to be able to do this without losing my mind. So I want to share this photo with you.
He's frozen, sorry. You're just listening. I know, but it doesn't. The less you guys talk, the least it shows me in the algorithm. Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to do something. Right Screenshot. There we go. What the fuck? Nice.
Can you guys see me? What the hell happened? Can you guys see me? Press the number 1 if you guys can see me. What in the hell? Y'all, that was some jacked up stuff. Okay? I don't know what just happened. Like I guess they were doing some maintenance thing. Okay? They were doing some random maintenance thing, and then they just shut off all the internet. I gotta put all the stuff I had is gone. I had to reboot everything because they just shut off the internet. Literally, I was just on the phone with them, being like, "Yo, what happened?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we're doing some maintenance thing right now." Like, why didn't you give us at least a heads up? That'd be appreciated. The hell? What in the hell? So just give me a second, guys. Dag nabbit. I had all this stuff. I had so much prepared, man. It's fine. We're gonna do it live. We'll be fine. But that was just very frustrating. Sorry about that, guys. That just out of nowhere. They just shut it down. Okay? They just shut it the freak down. So, okay. Give me a second here. Give me 2 seconds. Unfreaking believable. Okay? So, I appreciate you guys being here. Seriously, it really means a lot. Let me just get everything here lined up so I can see the chat and all that. That was just nuts. Thank you guys so much for being here. It really means a lot. Seriously. You guys could be watching anywhere else, but you're watching here, so I do appreciate it. But there is something, like I said, that I do want to share with y'all. And it's about Jake.
What?
That really aggravates me.
I take the day off.
And it's
okay. You've got a day off,
problem,
buddy.
in my personal opinion. Because this guy, from what we're gathering, has a history of this kind of violence. And it's things like this that just really...
Going for 24 hours.
Where the heck? Let's try that again. It's things like this that just really aggravate me. So, man, this is Sorry, guys. I had all this stuff set up. Sorry about that. This is just very frustrating.
Mom, you know what that means. If I get a day off,
All right.
you are gonna have to do whatever I say and give me whatever I want.
For some weird reason, now I'm having issues. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pull this up on something else. Okay. So I do want to share this with you guys, and this is something that just really aggravates me, because this is exactly the person that we're dealing with, and I feel like there's an absolute reason for all of us
I don't know
to be
tricolor people just
looking
aren't in here.
into and
I
side-eyeing
restarted like 5
this
times. There's no
particular
point.
individual, because he is definitely
What?
leading the pack, if that makes any sense. I want to share this photo with you guys.
Yep.
This is one of many that I'm going to show you, okay, or a few that I'm going to show you guys here. Now, shout out to TikToker Abby Blabby, because she's the one who actually, showed and shared these photos and broke this story, this side of the story, and this is crazy, okay. So I got to read something, because I wrote something about this, and I just feel like this is very important for us to hear. Now, if you guys don't know, before I read this thing, he was charged with, cruelty, willful child cruelty. All right. Long story short, he and his then wife did some terrible things to this little girl. Their own little girl. 10 weeks old. She's 10 weeks old here. Just a little over two months old. The story goes as this. In October of 2018, Vanessa is his former ex-girlfriend, okay? Or former ex-wife, I'm sorry. Picked him up and took him home. She went to go and pick up one of her kids from school. While she was gone, she alleges that he was washing this baby girl, in the sink. And I guess the baby slipped out of his hands and fell chest first on the middle separator of the sink, chest first. He didn't say anything after about that. He didn't say anything. He just washed her, cleaned her up, put her in clothes, and put her in the crib. By the time Vanessa came back home, the ex-wife, she tried to feed this baby girl.
What
She
the
wasn't
fuck?
willing to eat. That concerned her. That concerned the wife. So she went over, and she said she felt something on her back, on this little girl's back. So she went over to Jake and had him feel her back. Then they said they felt a crackle. He felt a crackle. And he's like, I didn't feel that before. She was fine before. This is the first time hearing or seeing about this crackle.
That's crazy.
So they go to the hospital, because obviously that's something serious. And they find out that she has healing wounds and fresh wounds. Things like broken ribs, fractured skull, brain hemorrhaging, etc.
Stop yelling, buddy.
Pretty insane stuff. Now,
It doesn't mean you can yell.
this is the young girl.
I have to pee.
So I just wanted to read this because this is what I posted on Facebook and on the Pascal Show Facebook page. And I highly recommend you guys go and,
It's not how that works.
follow me over there if you can, because I'm putting out a lot of articles and updates on things that are going on that I can't, run and do a video about, that kind of thing. But I had to say something about this because this really drives me nuts. So this right here is exactly who Jake Haro is. If you just look at these photos, look at what this man and his now ex-wife Vanessa did to his then precious 10-week-old baby girl. We've all wanted to know if these rumors were true, and guess what? It is true. Just a quick reminder of why he was thrown behind bars. So back in October 18th of 2018, 10-week-old Promise Faith, her name before was Carolina Rose, okay, but they changed her name to Promise Faith because she was adopted by, I guess, a cousin, if I'm correct. All right, but let me continue. She was rushed to the hospital, okay, and she was badly hurt. Because of what was done to her, Promise has to live with a tracheostomy tube and constant suctioning so she doesn't suffocate. Here's something else. She's blind. She can't walk. She can't talk. She only has 3% of her brain function left and is now 100% dependent on care. It's been said that Jake's ex-wife, Vanessa, racked up multiple DUIs while pregnant with Promise, and yet Promise was born healthy. Lucky her. But then this happened to her. So it boggles my mind that Jake even is out of prison after doing what he did to this beautiful little girl. And it makes me wonder if they did the same volatile things to Emmanuel. Now, if you really think about it, look at how she is. And then look at how the photos that we've seen of Emmanuel. Could he have been born fairly healthy, just a good bouncing baby boy, but because of the trauma that he was inflicted upon, could have caused some serious damage on Emmanuel as well?
Y'all aren't talking anymore at all.
So this is a damn shame. For crimes like this, he should have been put away for life. And now look at where we are with the Emmanuel Otto case. They're hiding in their home with no care or showing any signs of desperation to find their little boy. They say, the saying goes, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And I guess it's time we start believing them. And I said justice for Emmanuel. Now, and justice for Promise as well. And from my understanding, there's another boy as well that, I guess a brother, that was born with some issues as well because of addiction and using alcohol while being pregnant. But you see that this little girl's life has basically been taken from her.
Hold on.
here.
Guys, I'm gonna run and use the bathroom just real quick. Okay, guys, I'm gonna run up and pee just real fast. Hang on. What's up, Sean? How are you? Sorry, I was using the bathroom, y'all. I'm gonna restart this stream, so you guys will come over to the new one. I'm restarting right now, so hop straight over, okay? See you in a second.